for some football here in Chicago at historic Soldier Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears.
Your 2026 Chicago Bears.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. And away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Devin Duvernay to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. There are oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw by Williams. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Now here's DeAndre Swift on the ground. He locates a couple of yards through that chaos. That tackle made by Kobe Turner.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Williams hit, and that ball's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. Back deep for the Rams, it's Xavier Smith. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So here come the Rams on offense, ready for their opening drive. It's a 17-year pro steering this ship, Brock, an active leader in basically every passing category and continuing to try and build that Hall of Fame case. Matthew Stafford.
All this guy did was lead the Rams to the playoffs for the 3rd time in 4 years, Kate, a season ago. Giving them their first postseason win, in fact, since Super Bowl 56. This guy, he already sits top 10 in career completions, yards, and touchdowns. He's been the model of consistency.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Play action now for Stafford. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. And the Rams.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
Catch made right side by Nakua. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Completed left side to Smith. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line. We've finished 1 quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for the 2nd quarter of play. It's Rams football. They'll start out with 3rd and maybe a couple inches at most. Stafford now off the play fake. Got it, man. That's McCool. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down. A gain of 14.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home outside.
And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Previous play is under review.
We're all watching that sideline here, seeing where those feet came down.
And no matter what they rule here, Kate, that was an outstanding effort just to make the catch.
Yeah.
Now we got to look and see, did he get both feet in with possession?
All right, so that challenge is unsuccessful, but still a chance to earn a third one if their next challenge leads to an overturned call. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. They're down to their final one in this half. Right on the doorstep now. Here's first and goal. Williams punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams get the game's first points here in the second. Kyron Williams, the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest.
Nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Bears offense out there for their second drive of the contest. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes first and 10. Tight end in motion right. First down, Williams to throw. He finds a Dunze downfield. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And it'll be first down Bears. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. First and 10 from the 43. Working from the gun, Williams. Big man showing up the yards. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears earn the chance to tie it before halftime.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, here's Stafford. He's got the hook up to Devontae Adams. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Stafford. Hits him on the in route. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. A gain of 14.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Caught on the comeback route. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Rams have the first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
Screen here for Williams. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts.
That's good.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 14. And the Rams first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Ready. Number 20. 20 high.
It's Stafford once more. On the quick slant, it finds Adams. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Connects with Adams again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Stafford throwing again. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. The Rams take the lead just before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bears 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. well now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hanson. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hanson and our great crew here in the Orlando studios set for an abridged version of the halftime report. This game, to this point, a little slow to begin with, but in the second quarter, the offenses started finding their way. We hope we're set for a great second half, so let's get back out to the stadium and rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Had a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Blake Corum now to return it. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
That type of start? Well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that was way too much risk for that reward.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First and 10, here's Stafford. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. That's complete. Nakua on the left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
So that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Stafford now on third down. Hauled in down the sideline. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line. Ready.
Now here he goes on the boot. His pass caught by Nakua. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
180.
Up the gut they go with Williams. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Hits the slant. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
To Puka Nakua. A gain of 7 yards. It's now third and goal.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Rams ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. And he's going to have the Los Angeles touchdown. The Rams go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Mevis now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Bears 7.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled for a short gain. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Williams from the gun. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So they'll decline this and take the result. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. What is up? Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He was looking for Luther Burden. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know exactly what he's thinking. Hopefully next time it's a little bit easier. The degree of difficulty on that one high. Throw into double coverage, odds are against you.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's trying to go deep again. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. So this one will not get it done. They're going to turn this over on downs. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Play action now for Stafford. Buying some time left. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Bears decide to call their 1st timeout. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Timeout Chicago. It uses its 2nd. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Mevis able to knock it through. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. His field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Blackwell now to return it. Making some progress here. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Bears about set for their next possession. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. 1st and 10 from the 32. Williams will look to throw. He finds Odunze running the slant. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down. Looking from the gun, Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. He's across midfield into Rams territory.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, Williams to throw. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So it's 2nd and 10 now, ball still at that 39-yard line. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Thrown right, and it's intercepted! And the Rams take over just shy of the 40.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And Brock, they're in a spot where they can just kneel this thing out, even though the one timeout does remain defensively. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to fight free, he can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they call their final timeout.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside. You know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
A handoff to Williams. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Draw play. This is Williams. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, some positive yardage there, Kate, but just as important, they're mixing up their play calling, and they could very well be setting up the defense for a big play later.
Rams going to punt on 4th down, and they're calling Ethan Evans to the field. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Swift to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Upping the pace here as the clock continues to run.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up second and
Working now from the gun. Complete right side. Burden has it. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Williams set to pass. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. And dose of the hurry up here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Drawing up the design keeper. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Chicago.